second flight, but we first in vibe. GS Pro got us feeling alive. From leagues to tours, yeah, we never fade. Sing of kings in the nights we made.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking VTrack Toolkit Update 2.2.8, and this was released yesterday, May 11th, and we are officially have camera integration. This is released to the public, so kind of three big things that this update's bringing is mobile and USB webcam integration for Swing Replay. More spin algorithm fixes. I've not had an issue, but I know that's kind of the hot topic out there in some of the forums and Facebook groups. It's very promising with what we're seeing so far. Again, I've not had any issues with spin rates. I have a very clean environment, but I know that's kind of a hot topic. So more spin algorithm fixes, and then a new launch or attack angle kind of analysis. So I haven't dove into that one as much. So I'll definitely do some research on what that is. We've had the attack angle metric, so I don't know what this new analysis is. So that may be a separate video. But guys, the two big ones is the spin algorithm and the integration with the webcam. So let's kind of dive in and see. As you see on the screen here, we have Lone Swing Craft website up. We're going to go to the notice here. Just going to give you a full breakdown of what the update for 2.2.8 has. So you can see mobile USB camera integration. That's awesome, guys. I've been using this for a couple months or about a month. Phenomenal. The quality, they've already done some things that we've suggested. And guys, the biggest thing here is they are listening. So, is it perfect? No. Have I had extremely good success? Yes. I know not everyone has. However, they are listening. They are continuing pushing updates. They are listening to their consumer and their customers. And guys, that's all you could want. And that's all you could ask for. Phenomenal hardware. And they are continuing to listen and updating these software bugs. So that's awesome. All right, so you can see, yeah, the mobile USB, and then right here we have the attack angle development. So newly attack angle analysis features. So again, I'm not 100% sure what that is. I just caught my eye as I was looking through here. And then we have the spin algorithm update as well. So how do we get this update? We're going to go over to two ways. You can go to Elite Sim Golf's Facebook page. We have it listed there. Or you can go to the Lone Swing Craft website like I am, go to Notice, and hit download Toolkit official release of 2.2.8. Once you click on that, you're going to do the zip. So you're going to download that zip. Once that downloads on your computer over here in your downloads, you're going to unzip that file, and you're going to continue to download that onto your computer. So it's that easy, guys. A couple quick notes. I did a fresh delete. I did a delete and then a reinstall. So that's just kind of best practice. And then do a complete calibration after the fact. We'll talk through that in just a second. So guys, that's how you get the toolkit downloaded. 2.2.8, guys. It's super exciting that this is finally released to the public. So, all right. Once we have the toolkit downloaded, it doesn't look any different, but we're going to see some difference when we go over here to settings. We go to device, or I'm sorry, game. And now you will see that we have Swing Replay. We can toggle this on. So a couple things here, guys. We have two different camera options. We can do mobile, webcam, or then none. So you can run two cameras, one camera, however you would like. And you guys can do this in any type of sequence. You can have two mobile. So you're going to download the VTrack toolkit. Let me grab my phone here. I already have it synced up. So get the actual name of it. So it's called VTrack Link. So VTrack Link, you can kind of see the golf ball symbol right there. Once you click onto that, scan this QR code, and you can see it already set up. So it's actually saving my phone from when I scan the QR code. So how cool is that? So I'll stop it. So as soon as you load the app, that's what it looks like. It has a QR code scanner. As soon as you hit that, boom, done. I mean, it's that easy, guys. It takes less than half a second. I mean, that's awesome. And now you're using arguably some of the best cameras that we have in our possession, which is our phones. So again, you can run 2 mobiles, you can run 2 webcams, you can do 1 mobile, 1 webcam as I'm doing it here. So left side will be mobile, right side will be the OBS Bot Meet 2 webcam. And so we'll talk through what these look like, and we'll show some examples towards the end. So just to touch on calibration, guys, just make sure that anytime that you do an update, it's just best practice. Just do a calibration. I mean, why not? It doesn't hurt anything. It's quick. So go to device, go to calibration. Make sure you do your board, your 12 ball, and then make sure you do your area setting. So anytime you do an update, sometimes this is where we have issues. So I have mine set to fixed and then non-fixed. This can switch over to fixed just with an update and things of that nature. It's just like your phone. I mean, anytime there's an update, sometimes the setting changes. So just double check before you start hitting balls and it's not firing into GS Pro or on the VTrack toolkit. All right, so let's hit some balls. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit about 12 to 15 shots. We're gonna hit 60-degree wedge, 50-degree wedge, 7-iron, and then driver. Let's see some spin algorithms and just see what that looks like, and then we will show off the swing cameras as well. All right, welcome to the test data shots, if you will. So we're going to hit 60-degree wedge, 56-degree wedge, 7-iron driver. At the end of it, we're going to showcase the swing cameras. So I'm going to hit this first one right here. You'll see the swing cameras pop up. We'll at least get to look at those, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide those for the continued shots where we're looking at spin. I'll bring them back up at the end. That way we can kind of really look at the swing camera. So 60-degree wedge first. We're gonna hit 3 shots. All right, caught that one clean. We have almost 10,000 RPMs. A little toe first, so you can sing that. You can also see that on the impact replay. So, all right, swing cameras are up, guys, and you can kind of see just what we have, and this is awesome for VTrack. So on the left side, we have the mobile phone, and then on the right side we have the webcam. So phone looks awesome, webcam even looks awesome, quality is great. A couple things we can do: we can move this around. You can put it on a second screen. You can drag and change size. Let me do that without getting the, there we go. So we can make it smaller, bigger. You can go down here and rewind. So that's the swing cameras. Again, we'll look at those here in a little bit. Another thing to note is when a ball goes back into the ready zone, those will disappear. So, all right. Let's hit another shot. I'll have to move those swing cameras here. So as far as spin rates, that is pretty spot on from what I would feel that shot was. I caught it pretty clean. We're hitting a 60-degree wedge, about almost full. I'm not warmed up, so almost a full swing here. Let's hit another one. There we go. Toe first again. Little draw. Much cleaner. I could hear it. So that jumped up to our 10,006. Let me move our swing cameras. All right, so you can see right there we have 10,600 backspin. All right, I'm gonna try to hit this one as a little cut. That went pretty straight, so I didn't really get that one to cut too much. All right, let's hit one more. You can see our spin rates jumped up though, as I try to cut across that. All right, let's try to hit this little cut again. There we go. There we go. There's a little cut 60. You can see spin rates jumped up to almost 11,000. And that ball worked a little bit left to right. So, all right, we're going to move to the 56 degree wedge. Now we're going to hit a stock 56 here. All right, that one was slightly fat. Just I can see it on the impact replay. Not the swing camera replay, impact replay. Definitely hit Matt first right there. And our spin rates dropped down to 9,500. All right, let's hit another one. All right, that one was thin, real thin and on the hill. Spin rates at 7,000, which is what you'd want to see. I mean, that should obviously drop down. All right, let's focus and try to hit some good shots here. Much better. So a little bit toe first. All right, let's try to hit a couple cuts with a 56 degree. All right, that should cut. Yep. So swung a cut right there. Spin rates jumped up to almost 11,000. Ball worked left to right. All right, we'll hit another cut. There we go. Spin rates at 10.5. Left to right. All right, now we're going to work into our 7-iron. We'll hit some stock shots first. Oh, that was a little push fade. Again, not completely warmed up here, guys, but that is 100% what that ball did. You know, when you gear effect, you hit one low and on the hill, it's going to push right, and I had an open club face. So let's focus on hitting some good shots. There we go. So spin rates at almost 6. All right, we're going to try to work the ball right to left. We're going to hit a little draw here. There it is. A little right to left. All right. We'll hit a fade on purpose. That's about as draw as I can get there. I'm a natural fader of the ball, so. That swing right there is much easier for me. All right, so you can see fade. We want to take one in low. That was a pull low, though. That's a miss for me right there. That is a miss of what I do. I get that toe fast. Close it down. There we go. Just trying to hit a little low draw there. You guys can see that, I mean, everything I'm trying to hit. Now, I'm a single handicap golfer. I'm no professional, so I'm going to miss as a golfer. But this is reading everything that I would want it to do. Let's try to take one in high, a high cut. So definitely much higher, much higher. Open club face, so Guys, I mean, spin rates look really, really good right now. All right, let's finish strong with just a good golf shot. There we go. A little low on the face, but all right, let's move into a couple of driver shots here. First thing I'm going to do is try to hit a draw. Again, this is not natural for me, but see what we can do. Yep, closed it down for sure. That's what happens when I try to draw the ball. All right, let's hit some stock clubs here. You could either do a little fade or just overdraw. There we go. There's that little fade that I hit naturally. All right, spin rates 2583 for backspin. Side spin 498. That will look good. Again, guys, I'm not warmed up at all here, so we're about what, 12 shots in. Backspin 2072, hit that one a little bit on the hill. So pulled across it, hit a little hilly for that cut. Guys, I am very, and I haven't had an issue prior, so, but this seems very promising with this update. There was one. That was a good one right there. I do have it set to iron. My apology, guys. I gotta switch that back. So in the game, it's gonna switch automatically. When you're on the practice range, you gotta switch that. So that red location dot is gonna be a little off. Because obviously the size of the iron's a little different. So it's thinking that I hit that really low on the hill. Impact location, but I didn't. I hit that a little bit on the hill, but pretty much in the sweet spot. Let's hit another one. Now that one was on the hill, and you can see what happens there. Swing over the top. On the hill, you're going to get that much more increased side spin and backspin. So we're increasing that backspin a little bit there, which is natural for me. That's really high. Really high. That is something I have fought as a golfer my entire golfing career. There's a good one finally. Finally getting warmed up here. So 26, 23. All right. Let's look at some swing cameras. Get that 7-iron back out. Bring these cameras back over. Guys, they look good. I'll hit a couple shots with the swing cameras here. Got a 7-iron in hand. So again, it's instant. It's actually faster than it was on the beta, the test. So once the ball enters the hitting zone, as you see, those will disappear. We'll hit another one. Well, that was thin. That was thin. But quality is awesome. The quality of the swing cameras is awesome. All right, guys, we dropped it to this scene just to kind of show you a bigger picture of what those swing cameras look like. So again, Left side here, we have the mobile iPhone. Right side is the OBS bot Meet 2. You can drag this and you can see frames per second wise, I think the phone is doing a little bit better. But guys, yeah, that's the swing cameras. So, all right, that's the video today. I appreciate you guys hanging out, checking it out. VTrack toolkit update of 2.2.8, swing cameras, spin algorithm fixes, and then some more goodies involved there. So, if you have any questions about VTrack, about the toolkit, anything of that nature, please drop a comment below. Hopefully you like it. And then if you have any questions about where to purchase or any sim related questions, definitely reach out as well. Visit elitesimgolf.com. That is the one-stop shop turnkey for any sim products that you'd like. So appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one.